Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dr. Vinny Calderon from the ODEntrepreneur.com website and podcast. What many people ask all the time is, should we use Zoc Doc? And how can I know if I need to use Zoc Doc? I tell people all the time that I use Zoc Doc and they think I'm crazy for paying the $3,000 a year for the service. But I do think that the answer to the question of whether or not you should be using Zoc Doc is not the same for everyone. Some people yes, some people no. Again, this is my opinion, and I have a pretty good way to find out whether or not you should be the one that uses it or not. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. So if you use Zoc Doc, you have to think about a couple things. Well, who are the patients that come into my office right now, and how do they get here? And another thing that people don't really realize to think is, well, if none of my patients are finding me right now through the internet, maybe that's a problem. Maybe those aren't the patients that you want. Maybe the patients that you do want would find you through the internet, and that really changes a lot of things. So what I recommend people do is to find their insurances that they most would want patients to come in their to their office with. Who are the patients that you want to fill your appointment book? And so let's say that there's 3 insurances that you think pay you well, and you have a good you get good success with those patients, and those are the patients that you want to make sure that you have in your office booking your time slots. Well, this is exactly what you would do. This is a good way to use Zoc Doc if that's the case. So the first thing I would do is, the first thing that we did do when we finally decided to use Zoc Doc is we went to Google, all right, and just like here. And what I would do is I would go to the history and just clear all history, just because you don't want it to have any cookies or anything that can skew your answers. And I would just start typing in what a patient would type in. You got to really get into the patient's mind here. They don't really discern between ophthalmologists and optometrists very often. They just kind of say eye doctor. There it is. Even just eye doctor. First of all, you see I'm in the Bronx, so eye doctor NYC, New Jersey, near me. This because it knows that I'm more or less in this area, and I just cleared the history, so it doesn't know exactly what I'm about to ask. But now I go, there it is, eye doctor that takes. Hold on, that takes. There you go. Medicaid, United Healthcare, Davis Vision, Care Credit. So this is proof that there are patients out there looking for these types of searches, all right? So let's say I want to say, I want an eye doctor that takes, here you go, VSP. Why? Because VSP people work. So for us, that's actually not a bad, not a bad search term. So we want to make sure that if someone types eye doctor that takes VSP insurance, and then they go in my zip code, for example, all right, I want someone that's around the block to know that I'm here. So when they click here, first thing that pops up is, look, it's a Zoc Doc website. All right, Zoc Doc. Okay, second one, a Zoc Doc. C2020, good for him. This guy, this is Dr. Paternoster. He's actually not too far from me, but he's had his practice a long time, and he does a lot. So good for him. All right, and then these kind of searches are, they're kind of all over the place, and the reality is they're not very good, because if I'm talking about the Bronx, then I don't see this type of this is not useful to me. And so eye care, yes, now he comes down Yelp. Yelp fell off a lot. They used to be one of the top searches, but not anymore, because I don't know, I'm not going to get into it. But either way, Yelp fell off. But the main thing is that VSP comes up right up top. So if you were to click this, and this one takes you to Queens, so you go, oh, that's not what I wanted. And they'll just notice that these people are not where they wanted to be, and they'll just retype in something like this, right? Which is the zip code that we want to match for, right? And boom. Automatically, what happens is, there you go, I'm the top person here. Now, if I wanted to SEO my site so that I come out to be a top person, I'd have to be like Dr. Paternoster over there, who's been in practice for, I don't know, here he is. And he's here anyway. Even though he's there on the organic search, which is awesome, he's also on here with Zoc Doc because he's smart, okay? And he's also had his practice, 20 years or something. I'm a new guy. How does a new guy compete here? And in this particular scenario, if I wasn't on Zoc Doc and I didn't have awesome reviews, I would not be right here up at top. I mean, other guys here, these are all really great doctors. I know them. They're all nice guys and everything. I should talk to Dr. Bloodjet, because I think that this is a really it's too far. You know, she's a very nice person and everything, but I would make this picture a little closer. But everyone else pretty much has really good pictures. Nice, clean shot of their face. Nice, you know, head and shoulders picture. You know, good shots. Okay, and so that's just one example. All right, VSP. So maybe it was a fluke. Let's go back and let's try it again. Let's use a different insurance. Doctors that take, let's say, Aetna. Now here come your ads. Now everybody knows the ads. Now you can do this too, right? You can do ads, but it's going to cost you. And remember, the idea is it's going to cost you more than would cost you to one, pay someone to SEO your site, your website, search engine optimize your site. How much is that going to cost you? I would think it's going to cost you a lot more than $300 a month, but hey, I could be wrong. Or it's going to cost you more to put ads all up and down for your office, which, you know, this is at least, you know, $1, $2, $3 a click. You know, I should do it for LensCrafters because I hate them. No, I'm just kidding. But I won't, right? Because that's mean. But the point is that people already know ads and they're a little less worried. They definitely go more for organic searches. And if you're looking at the organic search, which is all this right here, look at the amount of real estate that's monopolized by Zoc Doc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots, 7 spots, 8 spots, 9 spots. Not until the 10th spot does anyone else besides Zoc Doc show up for that search term of Aetna eye doctors, you know, in that zip code. That's a real big, you know, wide eye. That should tell you something, right? And if you know anything about the way search goes, the amount of clicks goes down drastically after the first 1, 2, and 3. It's by the fourth one, almost no one's clicking on them, right? So these are the money right here. So again, unless I had a way to get my site to be number 1, 2, or 3, I'm really just wasting my money. So if I click on the first one, which like 80 to 90% of the traffic is going to do, hey, look at that guy. That guy is me, right? So this is how this works, okay? And it's likely that was me just because this is exactly my zip code. But I want someone that's around the corner from my office to know that I'm here, and to, if they're going to type in my zip code, they shouldn't be going anywhere else besides someone that's in their zip code. So that's why I think that Zoc Doc really works in very densely populated areas like the Bronx, or New York City, or any big city for that matter. But then again, this is why I'm saying, do these search terms for yourself, and you can find some templates on the odentrepreneur.com website, and you can do these search terms yourself. You know, take a couple minutes and search different things. You know, I did eye doctor that takes Aetna. Let's change it around. Let's do United Health Care eye doctors in, okay, again, LensCrafters paid, then paid, all paid, and then here we are again, Zoc Doc, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have the whole first page, okay? How are you gonna compete with that? You know, so you're just missing out on these doctors. If you know, United Healthcare eye doctors, you know, like you'd be missing out if you wanted to see patients that had United Healthcare. And, you know, there you go again. Okay, so definitely something that you should consider, and do this test for yourself and see what it comes up with. If you want more information like this, go to odentrepreneur.com, listen to the podcast on iTunes, and send over any questions or anything you feel that we can help you out with, and we'd be more than happy to do so. All right, talk to you soon. Take care. Hope that all is good. Keep learning, keep earning. Talk to you later. Peace. I'm out of here.